Welcome back to my northern Utah garden, gardening zone 7A. Today I have another rose garden tour for you for 2025, and I have some new varieties this year, which is really exciting. We're going to start here on the side of my house, the west side of my house. I have mostly David Austin roses, but I also have an Eden Climber and a few Proven Winners varieties that we're going to talk about today. But we had such a great show here on the side of my house because most of these have been in here 3 or 4 years and they're quite mature. So lots of blooms. So we're going to start out here with one of my favorite roses, the Mulleno Rose. This one's named after the Wolverhampton football stadium. It's a compact shrub, about 4x3, and was introduced in 1994. I love this. It starts out as like a peach orange, has just a little tinge of peach, and then it warms to a rich yellow, and then it fades to a soft yellow, and then just like a creamy white. It is so beautiful. There's so many different color variations on this, and that's what I love about it so much. I'm not usually someone who loves yellow. I do like a peach leaning yellow or a pink leaning yellow and a really soft yellow, and that's what this one gives. Just once in a while you get that bright, vibrant yellow center, and I absolutely love that too. And like I mentioned before, it just blooms and blooms and blooms all summer long. It's one of my highest repeat bloomers. It's got a really light medium Tima scent. As per David Austin, this one is super light, I would say. I can't really even say that I can smell it all that well. And the petal count is 120. It has a more rosette style of bloom as well. Hardy in zones 5 through 11. Love this one. Next up is my Anwick Rose. I've had this in the ground since 2023, so it's a few years old. It's a medium-sized shrub that has a really nice upright growth, and I love the warm pink in this bloom. So gorgeous. And when they start to bloom, they almost look like peonies with this nice bulbous round cup-shaped bloom. So pretty. It's got a medium old rose fragrance with raspberry notes, one of my favorite scents. I would say it's kind of medium, not super strong, but it is just the best scented rose that I have, in my opinion. It's so sweet. The petal count on this one is 120, and it is a repeat flower as well, and one of my favorite shapes as far as roses go. I love the roses that are cup shaped. This is hardy in zones 4 to 11, and it's definitely one of my favorites as well. I'll probably be saying that about everything though. It's absolutely stunning. Next up is David Austin Tranquility. I planted her in 2022. She's a large shrub rose and was introduced in 2012. She is a wild rose. She throws out these really long canes, I would say about 5 feet or 6 feet, and grows super fast. She's super wild, but very pretty. I always have to keep her in check. I love her large creamy white blooms. They're rosette style, and there's several blooms on one end, and this is a good repeat bloomer as well. I always find myself having to cut her back though. So pretty. I love that they do have a light yellow center, but for the most part they are a pretty pure white. It has a petal count of 110. Hardy in zones 5 through 11. Gabriel Oak was a bare root I planted last year in 2024. It's a medium shrub rose introduced in 2019, and you can see the growth that it has had this year. It's an amazing rose. I love how vibrant it is. This space definitely needed a vibrant rose. These are medium rosette blooms that are a rich saturated pink, and the outer edges pale with age. Really pretty. The foliage on this is really dark green, making the color even more rich. It has a strong fruity fragrance, and I absolutely love this one. Same thing, it just has so many blooms on the end of each cane. I love that an aged bloom can have some new young blooms surrounding it on the outer edge, and it just gives this beautiful look, which I absolutely love. And it's hardy zones 4 through 11. Definitely one that I would recommend. I love anything pink. Next up is my beloved Eden climbing rose. It's a 10-foot climber, and I'm training it on this wire trellis here on the side of my house, and I absolutely love this rose. I planted it in 2022, so it's absolutely flourishing this year. It has these beautiful mid-pink centers with these creamy edges, and even as it starts blooming, it has a slight green hue to some of the petals, which is absolutely stunning and quite unique, and I love the shape of these roses. The petal count is 60 on them, which is hard to believe because they are absolutely just packed, as you can see here. It is just so stunning. Oh, I love this rose so much. I definitely want to add another one in my yard. It's a repeat flower as well, and it does have a slight fragrance, although I can't say I can really smell it as I stand out here. I definitely have roses that have a stronger scent, but it is one that I highly recommend. It's a really popular one too. It's hardy in zones 5 through 11, but I could stare at this rose all day, and I'm sure you could too. It's just quickly became, I think, my number one this year, just because it's doing so well, even over Lady of Shellot, which has been in my number one spot, but this has moved up this year. Love this one so much. Then we have this lovely Leelos Japanese rose. This is new to me, and so it's very small. I bought it on Etsy. This was introduced in 2020. It's a small shrub, and I love the medium-sized cup-shaped blooms that are a cool toned purple. So beautiful and stunning. This is starting to fade out a little bit, so the color is a little bit faded. But man, I'm so excited for this to get big, even though it will be a smaller shrub. And this is hardy in zones 5 through 10. So beautiful. I have nothing like this, and it's hard to find a rose that is this purple color, and it is so stunning. I absolutely love the ruffled petals, really adding a lot of interest to this rose. Then I have the James Goway climbing rose. This is a 12-foot climber, so it's a little bit larger, and it was introduced in 2020. This also has really roughly petals, and they're packed. 130 petals for this rose. It's a repeat flower. This is its first year that it's been here, so I only have a few blooms on it, but they are so beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of Olivia, but Olivia has a little more structure to it. This is just really roughly. It's an absolutely beautiful rose. And then my gorgeous Ustaceia Vi, I planted her as a bare root in 2024 last year. She's named after a heroine from a Thomas Hardy book and was introduced in 2019. This is a medium shrub. It's doing really well for being a bare root last year. It's got a beautiful soft glowy apricot pink color, and it's packed with ruffled feathers. They do say too that with age you can get red tinged stems, which might be really fun to see. And I know it also has these dark leaves which give it a nice contrast, but I just love the color variations in this. Like I mentioned, it's a pink with some peach undertones, and it's just really beautiful. Lots of buds on there, you can see, really floribunda style, with those small roses around the edge, which makes it really pretty. Obviously, I love anything that's pink. I have a lot of pink roses in my yard, and I want to add more because I love them. That peach color tends to show up a little bit more as they age and get a little softer in color. She is a repeat bloomer, has a delicious, strong, fruity fragrance, and is hardy in zones 4 through 11, and I love her. Here's some footage of my Lady of Shellot last year, one of my favorite roses, my top for last year. I planted her in 2023 and I cut her way back this year. So I wanted to show some footage from last year just so you can see the difference, because I feel like even though this is like an orange, peachy, yellow, pink rose, it's really pink this year, and it gives so much color variation, and I just absolutely love it. This rose is kind of wild. It can be a shrub or trained as a climber, and I really had to cut it back far because it got huge this last year. But the petal count on this one is 60, and I love 60. I feel like that's such a good amount, and it gives you a really nice open cup shape flower, and it looks like it's packed with petals, but it's really just nice and soft and airy, almost like a peony. So pretty and delicate. This has a medium tea scent with hints of spiced apple and cloves, and it's one of my favorite scents for this rose. But look how pretty this is. I absolutely love it. And then here's some footage of it this year. A little softer in color, a little more pink. And like I said, it changes with the seasons too. You just get so many different colors out of this one. And I highly recommend planting lavender next to it. Look how beautiful this purple is next to that peachy pink. And each rose is different and more stunning. And with age, they change color as well. And if the weather is cooler, they're a little more pink. And I just love it. Not much else to say, but I'll let you look at this for just a minute. It is hardy in zones 4 through 11 though. One of the roses new to me this year is Evelyn. Just planted her. She's a large shrub and I was mostly excited about her. She only gave me a few blooms to look at, but we'll be really excited to see what she brings us next year. This was introduced in 1991. It was off the market for a while because of disease susceptibility, but they brought it back due to high demand. It's a repeat flower and I love its apricot pink blooms, and it has a really strong fruity smell, and the petal count is 100 on this one. Absolutely love her. I can tell she's going to be one of my favorites as well. Another one of my favorite peachy orange roses are these At Last roses from Proven Winners. So beautiful. This is a small to medium shrub rose. I planted these in 2023 and it's taken them a while to get going because the soil is not the greatest here. But look how beautiful these are. I love the orange color that fades to a soft peach. They have a strong classic rose scent and they are disease resistant roses that are long blooming. I absolutely love these Proven Winner roses. Next up is Gertude Jagel, a bare root rose I planted last year. She has taken a while to get going, and the footage on this flower is so bright and pink, it throws off my camera, so I apologize. The filming's not that great, and since it's taken a while for this rose to get going because it is kind of a slow growing rose and it's in part shade, it's just not giving me a ton of blooms, but they are so pretty. This reminds me of Ustaceia Vi, but it's definitely just a mid-tone pink, and it really is beautiful. I'm hoping we can get some more blooms. Such a pretty pink color, and I love it here in my pine bed next to my pine trees. We'll just wait till she gets going. The scent is really strong, and this rose has a lot of thorns, and I've heard that if the rose has a lot of thorns, that means that they have a really strong scent. So beautiful, beautiful rose, hardy in zones 4 through 11. Another one of my favorites is this Olivia Austin. Look at the perfection of this rose. This is my favorite style rose. It reminds me a lot of the Eden, but it is a cool toned pink. But I love the large cupped rosettes with that beautiful, beautiful color. So stunning. I have two right here. This one I planted last year, and then I transplanted another one and put it right next to it. They do tend to nod down a little bit, but I've heard that the canes get stronger with age and they don't droop as much, but really, really beautiful. My favorite color of pink. I love the cool toned pink. Such a stunner. It has a light to medium fruity fragrance, and the petal count is 90. Hardy in zones 5 through 11. Gorgeous. Next is James Austin. I planted this year too, and I apologize. I didn't film this horizontally. It accidentally got deleted or something. This was introduced in 2017. It's a medium shrub, and it is a repeat flower, and it has given me quite a few blooms actually, so it's a shame I haven't filmed too many. But it has these deep pink, bright, large blooms, and it totally reminds me of a Beauty and the Beast rose. It has the perfect shape. The petal count is 90 on this one, and it does really have a nice light to medium fruity smell. really gorgeous. The leaves are super, super glossy, and I absolutely love the color of this one. So glad I decided to add it last minute, and I can't wait to see how many blooms I get next year. And I feel like this one, compared to Gabriel Oak, has more of a purple undertone, which sets it apart from that one. So pretty. You can see the purple around the edges. That's all I have to show you for now. I do have some newer roses too that didn't quite give me any blooms or anything really significant to show you. Desdemona, Scepter Dial, Emily Bronte, and Strawberry Hill. So I'm hoping next year I can share those with you. But I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.